Hi there, how you doing? So, 16th of January 2016. I always planned to do a video blog today and sort of reflect on the last year. But I feel first of all I need to reflect on really what's been a shitty day. A really shitty day. And I don't have very many of them, so I should probably just girl up and get on with it. But last couple of nights I've slept really badly. Thursday night, Friday morning, I woke up at 3 a.m. and got up and went to work dead early. And as a result, last night I was exhausted, crashed. But still, again, I woke up at this time at 2 a.m., right as a button, and couldn't get back to sleep, but decided to just lay in bed, have a cup of tea, play on my computer a little bit, and just try and doze. Well, I dozed. Woke up at 9 a.m., which is unheard of for me. Like there's one 9 o'clock in the day normally, and I've sort of missed both of them because I'm normally in bed before 9, on a school night anyway. So 9 o'clock, I have electrolysis at 9:30. I've missed my appointment for electrolysis, so that's a real bad start to the day. And I've never missed an appointment for electrolysis. It's so important to me, but I missed it. And they had no other slots in the day, so I have to leave what hair I was leaving for Monday evening and go back. But really frustrating and so annoyed with myself. Yeah, so that was not a good start to the day. Oh, I'm having a glass of wine, my first glass of wine since New Year's Eve, or the early hours of New Year's Day, so Happy New Year. So, what happened then? I went to see Mum. Oh. The last two visits to see Mum this year have been, well, she's been asleep pretty much for each visit. Today was different. Today was very different. I arrived early afternoon and she was crying. She was sitting in a wheelchair in the day room, just crying her eyes out. Pleased to see me when I got there, managed to calm her down, but then the carer said we need to take her back to her room. She's very, very unsettled today. So they took her back to her room. They put her to bed, and I can't be around while they're doing that because Mum has to be hoisted. She has to be put in a nightie, and I just don't want to see it. It's horrible. So I waited outside the room. All I could hear was screaming, and because she's just she's just distraught. It's really sad to see. It's so sad to see. I went into the room once it finished. The room stunk. Obviously, her bowels had opened whilst they were put in a bed, so she had to be cleaned, and it was just a dreadful state. And Mum was just laying in bed, just staring at nothing on the ceiling, and it was all I could do to get her to stop crying and wiping her eyes. And I managed to get one smile out of her today, and I said, "Mum, guess what? You're going to be a great granny." I said, "You're going to have a great grandson," and I've told her this so many times before. I said, "Becky's going to be having a baby. You're going to be a great granny," and she smiled. But I'll tell her again next time I visit, and it'll be like I'm telling her for the first time again. I just sat with her and cuddled her and managed to get her off to sleep and then left. It's horrible. Just horrible visit. So, after the visit, I went to see Lorraine. Spontaneous, spur of the moment decision. I give her a call. Hi Lorraine, I'm over your way. I was going to pop in and have a coffee with you, see how you are. Sort of offer an olive branch, you know. I haven't seen her since late October, and we very rarely talk now. And she said, yeah, okay, I'm in the office. So I stopped off at her office on the way back. Had a coffee, you know, once you get through the surface stuff, you just realise that she's just still so angry with me, and it was just horrible. It's just horrible. I mean, there was no real shouting or fighting or anything like that. I never ever do anything like that, but it was quite clear that I just don't know why I bothered. I don't know why I bothered. I thought time was a healer, but there's no healing going on there. Lorraine makes me feel so selfish. She probably has every justification, I suppose. Oh, why do I do these things? Why do I do it? Didn't do her any good. Certainly didn't do me any good. So now I'm at home. Just bought a new lamp, which is behind me. Makes me look like I'm an angel. See, I've got this bright light behind my head. Went to the supermarket, picked up my hormone prescription. So I'm now covered for another couple of months until the GOC get their act together. But the reason I really wanted to record this video, and I've already waffled for 7 minutes about nothing, about a crappy, shitty day, is I really wanted to, let's move this onto my lap. I need to turn that lamp down a bit. Yeah, so the reason I really wanted to record this video blog today was just reflection, really, to reflect on the year gone by. And trans has been in the news this week. Trans awareness, there's been a trans inquiry in the government, and it's been all over the news, and everything's really positive about being trans. And I just really wanted to reflect on my last year, which has been life-changing, believe it or not. I'm sure you can believe it. So yesterday, last year, I published my first blog, and it wasn't the start of a new beginning, but it was the start of me capturing my daily thoughts in the written form, latterly in visual form as well. So last year's really been life-changing. You know, I came back from New Zealand after having a wonderful time with my daughter. Lorraine and our relationship was over. I spent 3 or 4 months living with her, using the spare room before I moved out at the end of May. I started hormones this year. I completed about 300 hours of electrolysis in 1 calendar year. Torture. And I went full time. I'm now full time. I'm now me. I'm now Veronica June Mead, and I'm in a wonderful place. And that's really the reflection I wanted to make. You know, life is good. Life is quiet. But generally speaking, I'm in such a better place for being true to myself, for being selfish, and being true to myself. You just get to days like today, and it doesn't feel like that, but generally speaking, I'm in a lot better place. And there's never been a better time to be transgender, because it's so out there in the media, and getting so much positive support from the media. And there's movies at the cinema all about trans, and it's relatively, the transition's been so easy for me. I've had no deliberate dead naming. I've had not one piece of abuse anywhere in the 2.5 months since I've been full time. I just get on and crack on with my life. There are close family, loved ones. They still feel uncomfortable, but they're still supportive. I hear stories from friends who are still getting bad times out there. They're still getting abuse in the public place. They're still having problems with their GP getting their gender changed and all things like that. It's still hard, but for me, the transition's been relatively smooth. I'd like to think it should be for everybody, but I think some of it's to do with the amount of planning I put into transitioning and the time I waited. But I don't really know. Maybe I don't know why it feels easy for me. I just feel right as I am. There's a lot of work still to be done, of course, but talk about that another time. But generally speaking, I'm in a really good place. Yeah. Doesn't sound like it though, does it? I sound pretty pissed off. And I am today, feeling sorry for myself. Need to girl up. So, yeah, life goes on. I'll catch up with the electrolysis. I spent an evening reflecting more on where I am, as I seem to spend most evenings. Drinking wine tonight, so it'll be a lot easier to reflect, I think, with a glass of wine. But yeah, I think I'll press the stop button now, because, crikey, I've already spoken for 13 minutes. Anyway, look, you guys take care out there, and if you're watching, thank you. I'll speak to you another time. Bye.